Hey, what's going on? You're listening to Smoking JoeThunder podcast. It's your boy JoeThunder, and we're back with another episode. I got my homie Elvis Freshlee in the building.
Yo, what it do?
Chilling, bro. How you been?
Yo, man, I've been smoked out. You know me.
Pause. Not crack, weed. When you say smoked out, bro, I'm like,
That don't mean crack no more. I'm saying 1987, bro. Fuck out of here.
Smoke crack. I swear to God.
Yeah, but ain't nobody talking about it no more. I'll tell you that much.
Thanks.
Right. No, shout out to my co-host Elvis Freshlee and bgood dispensary, our official sponsor. They're on 11 West Hamden.
114th and Cherokee in North Glen, Colorado, across the highway from Boondocks.
Hell yeah, hit them up for all your medical or recreational marijuana needs.
Smoking
you know what I'm
needs.
saying?
Got that fire.
That's up top, huh?
Hell
North
yeah.
side?
Hit them up for all your swag needs as well, personal.
Yeah, we got some fire.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
Bueno, too. We got the art shop down here, graffiti shop.
Swag
All that
and
good shit.
majorly. Just step in here and drip. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
That's a whole
gleam.
lot of it.
Well, check it out, man. We got a fucking banger for you today, man. We got a beast on the mic over here, right, in the middle right here.
Dope
MC.
guest today.
Yeah.
Super
And he
pumped
brought
on this
another
one.
dope guest with him as
Yeah,
well.
we got blessed.
Super love in the spot with your
Yeah.
boy Kendrix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Absolutely.
Jelly Bean?
AKA Catch Your Lungs.
Yes, sir, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, Fresh Breath Committee, Pirate Signal or Black Hearts? Black Hearts.
Black Hearts, yeah.
Black Hearts, my bad, my
in this-
bad.
in this- No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went around everywhere with Pirate Signal as well and just performed and stuff with them, but I was never like a part of the group.
No, but Black Hearts, because I remember you at the crib, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
yeah. I have Black Hearts tatted on me and stuff too. Like
Oh,
I was the
shit.
first one I think to get the Black Hearts tattoo. I have them on my earlobes and one on my knee. Too.
Damn.
That's hard.
Get it.
Well, actually, no. Jonas got the big heart on his hand and the cracked heart on his other hand, and then I got those on my earlobes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said crack rock.
Yo, it's an epidemic again. Here we are,
I was like, he got a crack rock on his
2022.
hand. That's
Crack rock.
He got that crack rocks,
Yeah.
just blazing it, brother bears.
big sticky.
Joe said, "Motherfuckers still smoking." I know them.
So how you been, man? What you been up to lately, bro?
I've just been chilling, bro. I'm focusing on a lot of stuff. My boy Scotty, that's sitting right over there. One of our songs is about to hit 1 million on Spotify.
Nice.
It's over 1 million across all platforms
What's it
already.
called?
It's called Godly. He produced that joint. It's at like 930,000 on just Spotify. It's got over
Sick.
600K on YouTube.
Bro,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Let's
Going
go.
crazy.
that one's almost at like 2 million.
Gonna be crazy.
He produced it for me, but these two, him and Cory produced a gang of really fire joints for me. They
Right.
both engineer. I got a singing song dropping with Scott here coming soon, and Cory's doing the video for it.
Yeah.
That's the next thing we got about to drop.
Some
And
videos, huh?
yeah, and Cory's got a whole bunch of cool stuff moving
When you say
right
Cory,
now.
you mean Kendrix.
I
AKA
mean
Kendrix.
Kendrix,
Yeah, yeah.
it's been
Kendrix.
Kendrix in the spot. He's just one of my
Yeah.
besties,
Now
so
let
I
him know
can
the
call him.
listeners,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So the
yeah,
listeners can put
yeah.
together. So he
That's
does
me.
videos, he produces, he
little
sings, he
bit of
raps, he
everything,
fucking
yeah.
fucks bitches, he smokes a gang of weed.
That's pretty accurate description. Pretty accurate description.
Just a little bit different order.
Big boy right there, man.
Hey,
The order might be off a little bit.
Hey, let me know what you get into this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Good shit.
I definitely will. 'Cause I'm child free this week.
Like Elvis about to roll an elephant leg in his
Oh, he's
bitch.
about to, bro. He rolls the eighth wood.
That's
that
gonna be
y'all
a
know.
rhino tusk.
For real, the eighth wood.
Okay. That's just for you though, right?
No, that's for all of us. What you talking about? How you gonna get him to roll a big ass eighth wood and just smoke it by himself?
You, right?
If you don't want to hit it, you don't have to.
No, I was just kidding. I just know Elvis blazing, but
And I just be
We be smoking up in
holding
here,
the
bro.
blunt.
no,
I got called out. No, I got called out
for real
on Monday
so
for
I
holding
didn't
the
even
blunt.
know.
Yeah.
So it's even funnier that you said that. I didn't know that.
Nah, we were with non-smokers on Monday,
Did
and
he
we
s-
smoked like 15 blunts.
Oh my
That
god.
was, I mean, they smoked a little bit, but it was like, you know what I mean? You got
You know
smoking
who's
in.
notorious for holding it?
Not too bad. Like,
Denny.
Oh, yeah.
Dent.
Oh, every man.
They said
bro.
Big was like that.
Do you remember that or no?
Oh yeah, I've experienced.
They said Big was like that.
It's
they said you
cool,
could
hey.
never smoke with Biggie because he would smoke
Dent's
the
the
whole
best,
fucking
bro.
blunt and pass you the
But
blunt.
Dent
those
will drop.
those are motherfuckers who are used to smoking with a lot of people, and once you let that blunt go, you're not
Oh.
getting it back.
Yeah,
like
but-
that's why it's like
Dent will hold it though and drop like gems, life gems on you while he's smoking and looking at you, and you're like, damn, just keep going, bro. Like, drop some more knowledge
All he's
on me,
charging
bro.
is
Like,
that hit.
yeah, he's like, okay, and then boom, and some more for you. Yep, boom, and you're just like, all right, what's up, bro, right there.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, man, being this is like your first time, you're kind of telling like, you know, how you made it to Denver. I know you kind of grew up in the mountains, right?
Yeah, I was born in Grand Junction and lived over in the west side of Colorado for a while,
Okay.
and moved to Phoenix for a little while, and then moved back to Colorado, bounced around, and ended up linking with the Accomplice guys, who were sponsoring SP Double at the time.
And YG.
Yeah, and
Shout out.
they had a whole plug on the Denver circuit with the best rappers in town and stuff, and I really took a liking to SP and met up with him, and we hit it off, and I got into Boostwell. He took me in early on.
So you basically moved. You were living in Grand Junction, kind of moved out here, then started meeting cats.
Yeah, kind of that. Yeah. Well, I lived in Carbondale at the time, which is a small town in western Colorado, when I met the Accomplice guys. And
because they're from the mountains too, right?
Yeah, they're from over that way too. And
they were like that Supreme before Supreme, like they just never got the clout.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff going though. They
had shirts, bro. I remember
early
that
on.
shit.
They were like, I know the Game wore their shirt in XXL and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
for real?
yeah, and it was that one with the.
shoots too.
It was that.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know.
It was that one with the Statue of Liberty holding
I
a
remember
gun.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one he was wearing, and that was like a big shirt for them at that time. They were like as big. I feel like as big as LRG almost and stuff like that and stuff. You know, they got stuff going. Anyway, that's how I got into the scene. Is I met SP through them.
And then you say you started Boostwell, right?
I didn't start
not
Boostwell.
start Boostwell,
I
but-
got into Boostwell. Yeah, that was already going before I got there. I think SP was just growing that, and that's how I ended up meeting a lot of other people that we evolved into another group, which was called Fresh Breath Committee, and we did some stuff there. And I was still doing all my other stuff as Catch Lungs. I think I dropped a solo project.
Right. Real quick, go back and talk about Boostwell though, because that's kind of where it all started, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So I moved in with SP, and SP had took me like into his own house. We were hella chill. He also had a tattoo shop at the time, so I would fresh out of high school. I think I moved in with him when I was 17, about to be 18.
Yeah, you was young.
I was really young, yeah. And I was like, let's get it, bro. And we had a rap group called Boostwell. It got Hip Hop Group of the Year, I think, that year
Right.
in the Westward or whatever.
It was like a little mini Wu-Tang, like you said, huh? It was like
Kinda like that, yeah. It was like
Yeah.
that. There was like a bunch of rappers in it. and
Ancient Myth. You said Manifest.
Man the Myth,
You.
Manifest.
Oh, yeah,
me.
Man the Myth.
I think that this dude EMB was in there. Flawless,
So there's a gang of
DJ,
people in there.
Purpose was in it. I don't know if I already said Fo Chief. I think Contrast was in it too.
So it was all Fresh breath.
Yes, yeah,
And a couple
exactly.
cats, a couple SP
There was
cats.
mad other people though too. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting names.
See, I
like,
knew that was
really-
flawless on that video with him. You performed with him a few
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like, well, I mean,
tons of times.
tons
with
of times,
Flawless.
yeah.
Me and PJ were like best friends back.
We were
in
just
the
all
day,
like,
bro, yeah.
I think that's FL. And I'm like, oh, like
No, not FL. We're
Oh, I
talking
flawless.
about.
I mean, I'm
I
sorry, but you
performed
did
with
with
FL
FL too.
too.
huh?
Yeah, 'cause he
Yeah.
was
Oh,
Not
Flaw-
FL.
oh, yeah,
No, we're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
PJ, like up north, like Fresh
Yeah,
Breath. He's
yeah,
kind of like the. I don't want to say the main dude, but he was kind of the one that kind of, you know.
Oh, for sure. Looking back, he was definitely, he was recording everybody, but everybody pushed, bro. Like Contrast and, Purpose. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Crystal too. She passed away recently.
What?
The singer for Fresh Breath passed away like in the
Damn, I
last
didn't
year.
know that, bro. I got some
Yeah.
video of her.
Yeah,
I
she
got,
was
I got y'all
so
up in
cool,
Boulder.
bro. Beautiful voice. Rest in peace to Agata. She was awesome, bro.
Yeah, sorry to hear
missed
that.
one.
R.I.P.
She's cool as hell, man.
No, I got some video of her. Like I said, y'all up in Boulder, y'all whole performance and a couple other joints, man. You know.
Yeah, man. Yep. But yeah, so that's kind of how it started for my journey. And
Were y'all performing as Boostwell and shit?
Yeah,
or Were y'all
definitely.
just making music? Or?
Definitely, yeah,
Because y'all had some good shows, right?
We'd had some great shows, man. I love those days. Honestly, like thinking back, that's how I started doing everything. You know what I mean? That led to, I think when I dropped my first solo project, it got top 10 mixtapes of the year in the Westward too, which was the first thing I dropped. Which was, I was 18, fresh,
Yeah.
and I was just hyped, and that really fueled me to be confident to go for more of it in the future. I was like, this
Yeah.
is so cool because I was from the mountains, coming to Denver. And being like, I'm just gonna do this because I love rap so much, and I really just love rap so much. So, and yeah, man, it just worked out. So it really influenced me to be around the group of people that I was with. Really influenced me. SP, he was like the guy that brought us all together. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's what
First, we were
I
all
give
like,
SP
yeah,
that for
SP,
real,
like-
man. He did, bring a lot of people together with his studio and let them record there and do stuff, and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That's
and
dope.
he let me live with him. At the time, he had 2 kids too,
That's fire.
It was crazy.
and they were
When
babies.
When I look at you, man, I definitely see the elevation from Boostwell to Fresh Breath to Black Hearts to your own thing, man. So
Yeah, it's totally right.
So after the Boostwell thing, you guys, it's kind of always Fresh Breath was always there, but you kind of guys made it official, and you guys had the headquarters up north. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So we had just kind of started our own thing, working at a PJ's house, where I was also staying a lot at the time too, because I think I lived with my aunt at the time. And I don't know if you remember my aunt, but shit was really, really wild at my aunt's house. Like, at the time, she was addicted to some hard drugs, and I think there was stuff going on at the crib where there was, all that kind of crazy stuff.
Just craziness.
And I would be there a lot, but I would also be at PJ's or SP's or wherever I was staying.
Right. It was more just like a place
to crash,
crash,
there later,
right?
like after SP and that stuff. Yeah, exactly. I actually got arrested at gunpoint there one time.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because someone came to the house. We had a downstairs neighbor who was a multiple felon or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a lot. And anyway, he had a friend who came through to the crib. Like crazy. Anyway, he had a fool come to the crib, and the fool dipped from the taxi. He took a taxi to the crib and dipped through the house, right?
Right.
So the taxi called the cops and said there was a dude with a bunch of tattoos that ran to that house. He shorted me, and the cops literally came to my house. I think they kind of knew what the house was, and I had a knife next to my bed. They came into my room because they woke my aunt up, and they're like, "Is there a guy here?" And like they literally came in through the downstairs and came upstairs. So they went through the dude's house, came into our house, and then broke into my room because my aunt said there was a guy in there who was me. She's like, "My nephew's in there," and she was probably a little like out of it, and they arrested me at gunpoint right there, had the gun on me and stuff. I was actually hella terrified. I was young too at the time.
For real.
They took me outside in my boxers, handcuffed, and they were like, "Is this the guy?" And he's like, "No, my friends, that is not the guy." And I was like, "What's your badge numbers?" I was like, "Give me your fuck." I was like, "What's your shit?" I swear. And they were like, "Nah, man, do you want us to go back in there?" And my aunt was right there like, and they're like, "We could go in there if you want us to, if you want to do this."
That
and I was like,
catch-22.
"Get out of here."
You just took one for the team.
Yeah, and I was like, why? That's when I first. That's like I'm so nervous every time I see cops now, just from that experience. Like if I see a cop driving or anything, I'm like, just because I was young.
Those motherfuckers be giving more trauma than they be helping out, bro.
For real, bro.
It's like sharks, for real.
They're like
Right?
traumatized from that
Swimming in
incident,
the
bro.
ocean
To
with
be
sharks.
honest, like just ridiculous. Anyway, so.
It's always been fun.
Anyway, I
That's
used to live with my aunt. My
wild.
aunt is clean now, and she's doing great.
Like,
So
FP
shout out my aunt.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro,
for
a
sure,
lot of
man.
people
Yeah,
know.
shout
A
out
lot of
your
people
aunt.
know my aunt.
I know your aunt real
She's
well.
clean now, bro, and she's
That's good.
doing her thug, bro. Like
Hell yeah.
she's
She's gonna have to
so
pull up
cool.
on us soon, man.
Yeah. And so I mean, I
I
was.
to get a podcast with her. Sounds like her crib was.
Oh, bro, she was cool. She would light this place on fire. She's the coolest person ever. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. She
talking
came to all our shows.
I
too.
remember that. Okay.
My aunt would
I
always
know.
be at the shows. I wrote songs about her and stuff too that I would perform. It like, I was like, my aunt, it was crazy. One time I performed at the Gothic, and I was like, my aunt's supposed to be here, and I wrote this song for her, and I'm about to perform it. It's about her like getting better and stuff like that. But it's a real crazy, deep song, like. And she wasn't there, and I was like, she's probably out doing her thing to the audience. And then she got there, and the audience had already heard about her. And I was like, this is my aunt. You know what I'm saying? And they were all like, oh, like, it was
And they went
crazy. Just,
crazy.
it was
fire.
crazy. Yeah, it was like that song was for her. Like she's out here, but here she is.
That's
She was
the
like
bomb.
going crazy. Like you could just tell she was kind of lit. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
had a
Everyone was like,
little
we
moment.
see what's going on. You know, it was fire though. It
Those
was
are
like,
the best moments,
yeah.
for sure.
Hell yeah, that's dope, bro. That's a good ass story. Hey, talk about like Fresh Breath though. How did y'all like really kind of come together? Because that was like when I look at hip hop, and if you look at hip hop, the ones that really kind of succeed are the super groups, your D12s,
totally.
your
Yeah,
NWAs, you
yeah.
know, your Wu Tang.
Yeah, from that era and stuff, right? And
It's like the best of the city, like the best. You know, they pretty much getting the best MCs in the city and put them on a crew.
We felt like we were all like some really good rappers, you know, at that time. In our minds and in our lane, we were like, we're doing this the best, and then Food Chain I think came in. Food Chain's like stupid retarded fire,
Right.
but we were still different because they were totally different from Fresh Breath is like pop rap almost.
It was a whole different feel too.
You know, and they were like real hip hop, like killing it, like all those foods. But so yeah, but anyway, we ended up getting like Master Ace on the album or whatever,
Yep.
right?
That's
And
right.
he came out for the show, and we did I think we sold out the Fox Theater or something like that for the show.
That was dope.
album got Hip Hop Album of the Year for the Westward. It was called CPR by Fresh Breath
Right.
Committee. And yeah, that was like
I think you guys were one of Rue's first interviews or first write-ups in the Westward.
Yeah. She did an article for me that was in the Westward and stuff too. Yeah, absolutely. She
Same, yeah. Shout out Rude.
Shout out Rue.
bro.
She did one for
She
us
just booked
too.
me for a show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Kendrick's freaking
Yeah,
about to blow, man.
About to
You ain't ready
kill it.
for what he's doing.
That's what we're hearing over here, Kendrick.
yeah, man. I got some things in motion for sure.
Hey, you want to tell them a little bit about who you are and kind of how you made it to Denver and kind of what you do?
Yeah.
Do it
for
up,
sure.
brother.
Look, so I go by Kendrix or Cory Kendrix on social medias. So check me out on there. I'm from Oregon originally, but I grew up in Austin, Texas. So I lived there for like the majority of my life, through middle school up into adulthood. And then I moved here like, damn, almost 9 years ago now. That's crazy.
All right.
8 or 9 years. I'm bad with math. But moved out here in 2014 to kind of dabble in the weed growing and shit because, you know, it was the green rush.
Right, the green rush.
And that was a good time in life. Met Catch like right when I got out here. Came out here, had a baby, so I was here for like 4 months, and then my son was born.
Yep. I met him before. I met you before your your son was born.
Exactly. Yeah. And I linked with Catch at like South by. I seen him walking through, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And he's like, "Yo, when we get back to Denver, let's link." And then my old management, I used to have like management with Rap A Lot when I was younger. Oh, shit. So when I got out here, they plugged me in with a lot of like, I think it was like Root. They plugged me in with a lot of people. I don't remember exactly who all it was, but they got me on some shows. Yeah, so I was out here for like 4 months, and the Westward nominated me for Hip Hop Artist of the Year after like living here for 4 months. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's tight.
Yeah, so I did like, I think it was like a Black Alicious show and like Dead Prez or something.
He was doing his thing, bro. He'd been here for a couple months. It was already managed to do his thing. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, when you have those industry connects like that, like you said, Rap A Lot takes a phone call.
I was like, yo, give me some shows out here when I first got out here so I could kind of get acclimated. And then they set those up. So it worked out. And then, they nominated me. I was working at Green Solution when I first got out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Get my shit together. It's funny. That's a funny story behind that. Yeah. I'll get to it. But, so I was working there and just getting ready to, have a kid and shit, and met Cash, and we just instantly hit it off and started making a bunch of music together, and started like a group with a bunch of people, and
started doing a lot of
shows,
drinking purple drink and popping tannies and making music all night, bro. Like crazy for
the Sauce Barn. Shout out to Sauce Barn.
Yeah, we were sauced the fuck up for a minute, bro.
I had a crib. When I moved here, I got a crib in Wash Park with my baby mom at the time, and we renovated the garage into a studio, and we called it the Sauce Barn because it was like detached from the house. It kind of looked like a barn, and we made the craziest records in that area of time. We were just jugging and finessing real hard, and it was a good time in life. That's my boy.
Hell yeah.
These my people right here. They're good.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, so then, from there we just kept cooking and stuff, and life slowly continued on, and we kept making music, and everybody kind of went their own paths and their own directions. Mm-hmm. Catch turned into SuperLove.
So,
yes, sir. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he helped me with that too. A lot of the newer songs that I did and stuff, he would mix and master, produce. It helped me on. We did some songs together. Rest in peace, Young Saab. We did some of our best work on some Young Saab tracks. He passed away from an overdose actually on the night before Christmas at his family's house. He hadn't been doing much. And I hate to spill all this shit, but it's literally just flowing out of me. But I lived with him when he was here, but he unfortunately passed away. He just took a pill. He went home for the holidays, literally died, and I found out like at midnight on Christmas, like literally.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
Right every time Christmas.
Yeah, fire producer though. Saab was definitely a big part of that whole little wave back then.
Was he from here or?
Yeah, Chicago originally, and the East Coast. Actually, he's from Sheboygan, right? He's from.
Was he from Sheboygan?
His shit said Sheboygan.
I
looked at his shit and I was like, Sheboygan. It's Sheboygan.
That's such a funny name.
Sheboygan. I always be like saying
Sheboygan reminds me of Home Alone, bro. I always think of it.
Right?
Sheboygan. I don't even remember from Sheboygan. What happens in
Home Alone? The guy who who was it? John Candy or somebody in the moving van when they get
We're from Sheboygan.
It's like we're from Sheboygan.
Yeah, you fucking right.
It's always been funny that town.
They give them a ride in Chicago. But yeah, man, I really love when you're doing the characters.
Yeah. I started doing a lot of
that
different
shit. Had me dead.
Characters and stuff like that.
It was so dope, man. I was showing everybody, like, look at this shit. And then you took a bunch of them off. I'm like,
I took mostly all my shit off.
I know. I was like, damn, I can't even show nobody these fucking videos anymore.
I only have 9.
I just have the Green Man one now.
You
have that? Yeah,
it's on my phone. I recorded it.
That's what's up, bro.
When you guys were recording that shit was.
That's hilarious.
It was fire. Yeah, nuts, looking like a creepo, like American Horror Story or something.
It was in the art gallery
different
too.
shit.
Yeah,
We had the little-
totally
we had, like,
different. I was
art
on some
gallery
like
set up
different,
shit.
completely different shit. Yeah, I was just
Some
It
high
was
on
tight.
drugs on the
baked out of
shit.
my mind, fucking. You know what I mean?
It was so
creating
fucking
characters
funny.
and shit. I had a
It's so
unicorn costume that and like
What was this?
just over when I was SuperLove doing all
Like
those
3
funny
years
videos
ago.
and
Okay,
stuff.
okay, okay.
I made like a backwoods sandwich one time and ate it. I was like,
Hold on. What is a backwoods sandwich?
I basically I peeled backwoods, and actually it was backwoods PB&Js. I just made PB&Js with backwoods as the bread and ate it and shit. But it was like I was teaching them how to do it on Instagram.
Oh
Just some
my
retarded
God.
stuff that I did during that time.
Yeah.
That
I used to
cowboy,
balance stuff on my head.
the
too.
cowboy in the windbreakers too.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's his name's McLuther.
That was my favorite
Yeah.
character.
That was the
couldn't
video I
even-
was looking for.
Yeah, I
last
can't
night.
find it,
I,
bro.
I was
can't
trying
find it,
to.
huh?
That's the one I
That
tried to
was
find
We were
always
looking
to
for
show
that
everybody.
We were looking for that last night. I was
That's
like,
one of
what
the
was that?
funniest fucking things, bro. I
That
swear.
shit was so funny.
That shit had me dead every time.
Hell yeah.
You should. I mean, not that you should do anything, but
Break those
you could
characters out just for
shoot
you.
them over to me. I don't even. Yeah, I wouldn't even post them. That
Just
shit
bring
is-
them back.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
a
bring
whole.
them out to archives.
That's its
bro.
own
Man.
Instagram
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, for sure.
That's
A lot
its
of
own-
people
We gotta
like
breathe some
that
more
shit.
life
I was
into
just kind of,
SuperLove.
I was like,
You
yeah.
will go viral.
I was kind of just like over that, and I started
I feel you.
to do this new style where I'm kind of singing a little bit more and stuff. And
Yeah.
I showed you one of the
Yeah.
tracks, right? You
No, I
loved
love
it,
it.
right?
I love it.
Yeah,
Bro. I
I
love
didn't
what
show
you're
you
doing.
the other one, like the new one that we're about to drop is Super Fire. I made with Scotty, and I love it. I love the
Gotta
Yeah.
send us
I
some
love
music,
the
Corey's
bro.
doing
artistic
it.
movement, bro. You
Corey's doing
stay,
the
you
video.
stay moving, and I love that. So like even
For sure.
everything you've done so far that I've heard,
Thank you, brother
I've
Bear.
definitely been a fan of.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's been fun, dude. You know.
Hell yeah, man! You gotta send us some music, bro. Shit, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, we got some stuff about to come out. So
Yeah, I got him on a song on my next album, so that's gonna be
yeah,
a big
he's
one.
working on a dope
yeah.
album right now. I'm not working on a project. I have a couple tracks with Scotty and Cory, you know, in the works and stuff. But he has a project about to drop. It's gonna be fire,
Yeah, it's gonna
stupid
be-
fire. He's got one
Hell
cooking in the booking. So
Yeah.
yeah, what
You
you
got
got?
Conway on there or what?
Yeah, so I got a few records with Con, so we definitely gonna have him on the project. You know what I mean? I'm on a couple of his projects coming up. So
Hell yeah! You got anybody else on there?
yeah, we got some. I mean, I could tell
Got
you.
something in the-
I
in
can
the-
tell you
Yeah,
a
dude,
few
you
things.
gotta
Yeah, you can't drop the whole.
I
Yeah,
can't
bit,
give you
bro.
everything. You know
You
what
gotta
I'm
give us a
saying?
little bit, and
But
then
I
when you
got-
come do your own podcast,
hot
it's
shit.
about to drop. Then we,
what
you know,
I mean?
we let
Exactly.
them
I'm
have it,
definitely
bro.
gonna spin the block, come back up
Yeah.
here when it's push time for sure. Yeah, but I got some my home team. You know, my boy Bankroll's on there, Catch is on, or Super Love's on there, I should say. My boy Johnny Jukebox is on there out of San Antonio. He's dope.
Super dope.
Super
he
dope.
sings great.
Yeah,
I love that
yeah.
one song you have. It's like, who better than love? I
Yeah,
can't remember what it goes, but
Better
that
Than
one's
Drugs,
fire.
yep,
Yeah, you
that's
better
fire.
than drugs, Heike,
Yeah,
though.
we got a record out this.
That's what he says,
this
right?
spot.
Does he say Heike, though?
He said, "No, you better than drugs." I know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I swear he always said high key though. I was like, high key though.
High key
You
though.
better than drugs, high key though. I swear he said that. And I was like, that's so hard.
I'm gonna call him later and find out. But
Yeah, no, because
we're
it
gonna
sounds
have
like
Con
no,
on
no,
there
no.
probably,
Breakdown.
and Con be on there. I might have. I got a few other tricks up the sleeve. So it's cool, man. It's a bit. My last project that came out, Gumbo, went number 8 on the hip hop charts and shit. So they gave me a plaque and shit for
Yeah.
that. So
That's
and
fucking
then
dope.
the last like 3 months, I've just been kicking it with Conway every day.
And
Out
ignorance
here.
before that was so fire
Yeah,
too.
ignorance is slept on.
Yeah,
For real.
and then with that
I
other
took
one
that
that
down, actually.
what's the other one that was the 4-track?
Oh, the Me Right Now.
Me right now is
Yeah, I put
retarded
out R&B
hard,
tape
bro.
out. So I do a lot
I
of
think
like,
yeah,
R&B shit.
I think
do a lot
Corey's one of the
rapping.
best R&B artists I've ever met. When he's in his bag heavy, it's retarded. Like I'm gonna tell a story about the craziest.
Go ahead.
I fell in love with Corey. What was that one song called that you made in the basement when you were with Anna? And I told you that I cried when I heard it.
Was it Stay Blessed?
No, it was a different one, bro.
Me Right Now? It's probably Me Right Now. Or
Is it Me?
Pain.
Probably Pain.
It's probably Pain.
Very Pain. Anyway, I heard one of his songs, and I was going through it with a girl at the time, and it made me cry. And I was like, "This fool is so good, bro." I swear, he's got
Speaking
this.
to the soul
He
and
can write
shit.
some songs, bro. Like Corey really can write a song like for real. Y'all are hear it, but
Yeah, I'll send some
yeah.
shit through so y'all
Sure.
can vibe out.
Send all that shit.
Anyway,
I
yeah.
play out of Con Records. And
Yeah,
it's like,
bro.
yeah, those are crazy. But yeah, man, we just got a bunch of shit popping and a lot of things in the pipeline, and I'm definitely gonna spin the block, come up here and chop it up with you about
Yeah,
that.
let's get it. Yeah,
Hey, when's your album coming out? It's like a couple months, 3-4 months. What you looking at?
I wanted to drop in November, but
Christmas, huh?
ideally I kind of want to wait till the first quarter next year.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So you looking January, February?
Yeah, it just makes more sense, I think, in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Still got a little life of my last project left, so we're breathing.
All right.
I
Milk
got
that
a
shit.
bunch of shows coming up in October, so
Anyone you want to mention?
Yeah, I got the Bluebird on October 2nd. Rue booked me for that. Shout out Rue. It's gonna be popping, so definitely pull up on that. And then what do we got after that? I got a show with Conway in San Antonio on October 8th. It's like a boxing match at this big arena.
Damn, that's right.
that.
My birthday. We got a bunch of homies in San Antonio, bro.
Yeah, and then I got a show with Young Dro in Waco on the 17th, and then I got Cancun, Mexico.
Shit.
On
Cancun.
Yeah, on Halloween in Cancun. So that's gonna be crazy.
That's real dope.
And then I think I got Twista in Waco again on November 5th, and then I'm chilling after that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I might do another Conway in Orlando and Conway in Dallas too. I haven't decided yet, so.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I'll make that. Yeah, do that shit.
Moving and shaking. Yeah, nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's some
always
good
a time.
cities.
That's Big Bro, so he always look out, let me come rock with him and shit. So
That's dope.
he's good people for sure.
Hey, back to you, Catch. Like, after Fresh Breath, then you start fucking with the Black Hearts, right? Fo,
Yeah.
Karma, and Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas.
AKA Abraham.
Yeah. He's dope. He's so fire. He inspired me a lot back in the days. I remember the Pirate Signal were the first group to have the cover of the Westward. There was a rap group, and that was the boys, and it inspired me a lot. I was just like, this is cool. Like, I know he's doing his thing. I want to be a part of what he's doing, and I just fuck with them so hard that I think it just naturally happened. I just love going to hip hop shows and being there and like experiencing it. I would just go to everybody's show. I remember just going like literally every show, and I was just so in love with hip hop at that time in my life when I was like 18, 19 that I just loved everything that I was seeing, and I just made friends with everybody, and everybody was like, yeah, like you're kind of dope too. I think I was rapping good too, but I was just because I was purely loving every moment, like, and love rap. So I grew up and just like love it so much, but. That allowed me to evolve, meet Jonas. Jonas was fucking with me. I would go to different shows with him. I remember we went to Aspen one time and did a Public Enemy show. And Chuck D's brother told me it was dope. Like, I had just one part where I spit, like, an acapella, honestly. I was like, just let me spit an acapella. Let me go with you. And I spit an acapella. And, Chuck D's bro came up to me. He was like, that was nice, bro. And I was like, what? I remember that moment. I was like, yo, this is fire. This is the coolest shit ever happened.
I want to even say, like, we had a couple sessions at the crib with me, you, and Jonas recording some music, right? That's what I'm talking about, the music that never came out. Yeah. We had, like, we didn't have many, but we had, like, probably, like, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think you put me on some joints, too, with, like, some other people as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think there was a few tracks that I was on that came out, like, that you and I did, right? Like tracks with a bunch of people from the city on them and shit like that.
There might be.
Shit. I think there is, bro, because I think you released, like, a gang of people. You would do mixtapes with, like, gangs of different people on different songs, right? And shit like that.
I don't think you're on any of them, bro, for real.
Dude, I think I am,
honestly,
bro.
I think like,
bro, I think so because
me and him only did like maybe 2 or 3 tracks, bro. We didn't do very much at all. And you know what I mean? And it was just like, I want to say like my computer crashed, my G9 or whatever, and I lost that shit.
Jeez.
Even the homie that's gonna be here on even the homie that's gonna be here on Monday, Jay Money, I call him one of the best freestylers I've ever met. And we would just go put a beat on, and we'd run like 100 takes, bro, and just everyone would be doper than the next one. And I lost like a bunch of his shit too, but we didn't do that many tracks together, bro. And I know you're not on the song with everyone, because I'll tell you a little story about that. If people get mad, they get mad. It ain't no cap, and there ain't nothing. But I did a song with like 20 plus people.
Yeah.
And the cat that made the beat, he made a fire ass beat.
Yeah.
PJ.
Oh, shout out PJ. I know.
Shout out PJ. He made a fire ass beat. So of course I'm gonna invite him. Whoever on the Fresh Breath wants to be on the track can be on the track.
Yeah.
Him and Fochi send beats back or verses back.
Killed it.
Yeah. And his both the verses.
Actually, you know what's crazy? So we used to kind of like bully Flawless because the way he spit, kind of. But he was like one of my best friends, and but looking back, he spits so fire, bro. Like I feel like PJ really spits fire. Like
he does.
He can sing.
Like looking back though, because I
have him on
like,
a ton of shit.
Looking back, is like he spits pretty dope. Actually, like he has the way he raps is like he really pronounces his words, and it's just kind of different. I feel
he can sing really well too.
Yeah, too.
Like crazy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But the shit him and Fochi sent me back, I just really wasn't feeling. And I just asked him to do it over, and they kind of refused. So I was like, he was like, PJ's cool, and PJ, he's talented, but PJ's also has an ego like the rest of us. process, and maybe me telling them like I didn't like it, like, and I want him to do it again, you know. And then Faux Chief, no cap, was doing the lyrical schmiracle miracle. It was like, come on, bro, like, you know, we got the best on the city,
Like,
and you need to kill that shit. And I asked them if they want to redo it, and they kind of refused. So like, I don't want to say I just took the beat and fucking put 20 motherfuckers on it, but I mean,
That's what happened.
I gave him, hey, before I put it out.
So I'm not on that one
kept them
anyway.
on- you kept them on there, though.
I thought I was
You
on
took them
that
off,
bitch.
put
Like
20
I
other
swear, I don't know
motherfuckers on?
why.
No, I mean I gave him a
swear,
chance.
bro.
I told him,
but you were like, no, they ain't make the cut.
and even before like I put the song out, like really one more week, I was like, bro, you know I'm gonna put this shit out. It's your beat, it's tight, whatever. If you guys want to redo a verse, I got a spot for y'all on the song. Just redo the verse, and they refused. So it was like,
So it's 20 other people on there.
yeah, I mean I was doing a posse cut.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
kinda
he did the
remember
beat,
that
and he
now,
got
like,
credit
a
for the
little bit.
beat and everything. I mean, it's just like that.
I feel it.
You know what I mean?
I
I just,
mean,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
there's a couple people, and there now that I listened to it, there's probably a couple people I should have took off.
So
as
I
well.
wasn't Catch on there.
I just don't know.
Yeah, for
Cash
real.
was busy. He was doing something.
Honestly, I don't know.
I
don't
could have
remember.
sworn he was. I feel like somebody was even like, "Oh, that's Catch."
You're thinking 6 o'clock.
Maybe this is.
I mean, he don't look like you, but he's a white boy, and if he has a beanie on, he looks like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at me. But no, he's not on it.
No?
Like I said, I only did like a couple tracks with him, and like they got lost on that computer.
Oh, shit.
I didn't do many with you. Like you, yeah, there's a couple people, and even like Jonas, I did way more with Jonas than I with you, because he would live in that far away.
Yeah. He's
But
down
we
there.
did a couple of tracks. I might even say one day. You know what I mean? Came up and did a couple of tracks, but it just never. Because I want to say it was a track with you, YG, and I want to even say some way somehow I got
Haven?
spoke on that shit, which I'd never done any fucking music with either. You know what I mean?
remember putting me and Haven on track, or you remember Haven?
Yeah, I remember Haven.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe.
I feel like Haven and I did a joint for you, or maybe we just did a feature. But I feel like Haven and I did. A
Maybe
joint.
on his mixtape.
Maybe.
Chris.
Nah,
Different.
Cat from Jewel Time.
Yeah.
Jewel
Which
Time.
was popping that. Shout out JoeThu,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, we
Fire.
were
What?
deep, bro.
King Fo,
We
right?
had Foe, we had A Hunter, we had
bro.
Karma, we had J Money, we had SO.
Yeah,
we
SO
had
is
me.
fire, bro.
I'm missing a bunch of fools, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of fools, you know what I
they're
mean? But
crazy. They're all fire.
Haven, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was a big part of that. Karma, I already said Karma, but dog, they had
I saw Fo perform. First time I saw him perform was at Cervantes, bro. I remember him doing "Put Your Box Up." Put your box up. You remember that?
I do. I
Dude,
wish that song was
remember
like
that
on
the first
fucking.
time I saw him perform. It was at Cervantes, and I was like, "This fool kills it."
I seen him at his album release at
I swear.
one of the Curtis Street or something like that. Somewhere back in the day, that was the first time I seen him perform, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's dope."
Yeah, he has energy,
No.
bro. I
No.
definitely got some energy from the black parts. Like Jonas performing. Have you seen? You remember Jonas
Oh,
performing?
yeah,
That was
yeah.
my first show.
Nuts, bro.
That's the first show I've
Psycho.
ever seen.
I seen him at
He's a big
Cervantes.
part of why I perform. Like when I get hype and stuff like that, he just kind of shows me
Yeah.
how to just lose
How to
yourself.
lose
a little
it?
bit.
Yeah, that's tight.
Be like, you got flame
Fuck
bursting.
it.
That fool's nuts though, bro.
Yeah.
You ever see that fool jump in the crowd with his mic's just wrapped around and he's just like, he's fire, bro. He's crazy, dude.
Sick.
Yeah, he's a sick, crazy wild boy.
And sick wild boy.
For real.
Sheesh.
Hell yeah. Would you say you got a lot from those guys? Because I
Yeah,
mean,
dog,
Foe and
yeah.
Jonas, you know what I mean?
Karma,
And
bro. You
A
ever seen
Karma.
perform, bro? No.
Yeah, we got. I'm sure it'll pop up here pretty soon. I'm sure you're gonna pop up. Karma, all that shit's on
Yeah,
here,
everybody's
bro.
That
popping
was
up.
nuts, bro.
You know what I mean?
They're all fire.
All these videos.
The classic. This
Yeah,
is
he's so crazy.
this is like the history. See, I was late. I don't know about none of this stuff, so it's kind of cool to
Yeah.
hear the history of everything.
Been like documenting shit for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Yeah, I gained a lot from everybody though. You know what I mean? Being in the scene and stuff like that for sure, just rocking.
It sounds very similar to like my Austin life.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
because he was in Austin. He came up in Austin killing the scenes with Scott, and so that's fire because Austin's
Okay.
like one of the biggest. So I'm not being. I gotta say these two fools are so good at what they do. Like it's crazy. Austin's really that place, I think, because these two guys have been doing it for like 20 plus years. I feel like, and they're just nuts, bro. Like these fools are crazy at what they do, bro.
But it's tight to hear like the
It's
history
nuts.
of
That's
the Denver.
Scott over here. We got Born 88 in the fucking building. Born 88 in the building.
Born
He's
88,
he's a
yeah.
producer. He's
Sick.
a killer, bro.
All right,
He's the one that
dang.
produced
Sleeping.
Godly that I was telling you. It almost has to like 2 million.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. He produced that. We got.
Y'all got y'all crew in the cut, right? Shit.
Came in deep. Appreciate the
No,
hospitality,
that's
by
what's
the
up.
way.
Yeah, welcome.
You know what I
Shit,
mean?
it's
Yeah,
dope.
thank you, Brother Bear.
Definitely.
Appreciate you guys coming through for real.
Man.
Definitely, bro.
Try to see.
But yeah,
I'm trying
man.
to see some old catch on the screen.
That's what I'm
here.
looking for.
That's
real
what
quick.
I'm looking for.
Oh, y'all are, is this popping up too?
Yeah.
There it is
Oh,
right
look
there.
at that.
Look at
Look-
that.
Oh, your boy's killing it.
Going
bro.
back,
Oh, is this
playing
your-
along.
this
Let's
my-
go.
Right, you ain't fucking
Yeah,
around.
Big Daddy style.
Yeah, Big Daddy stuff for real.
They'll give you a ferocious,
That is
ferocious.
FL. Is that FL?
Is that F-Dot?
Yeah, that's FL.
Yeah,
It
shout out
is.
FL. Look at young FL.
That's that's
I
crazy.
told you. I knew
That's
it
at,
was.
that's at
too.
my release party right there. When I released Awaken a Dream, I had One Below on there and Blue from Blue in Exile.
Dude, and that's what.
I had Guilty Simpson and Elzai on that bitch, bro.
What?
When you
Yes.
when I
I
found
was
out you
like
had a record
20,
with Blue, I
and
was like, damn,
I loved it so
this
much.
fool doing anything.
It's like
was, bro.
13 years ago, bro.
That
Where's
was like
this
one of my
at?
favorite rappers.
That's
so I
at
was
the,
like, shit, I
Can
gotta
you
fuck
find
with
The
Cat.
Marquee, doggy.
Can't find it, huh?
What?
That music.
What?
Right now?
Awaken a Dream? Yeah, it's on this bitch.
No, the album.
Yeah, the album with all those fools on
What's
it.
it on?
You could look it up anywhere, I think.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's go this
No,
one. Here you go.
Awaken a Dream? By
it?
Catch Lungs?
Yeah,
It's
you
on,
got it
yeah.
on there?
Yeah, bro, it's
Oh,
on
what?
there. I
You can
don't.
look
Get on the
Yeah.
computer and Google that
I'll
shit
check it
real
out.
quick.
No,
Old
I'll
school
check
shit.
it out. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Hey, so what made you go from Catch Lungs to Super Love?
So I made this gigantic leap in just like wanting to just do everything I could do to potentially just make it at that point. And also I was experimenting with other types of music because I realized like growing up I loved hip hop so much, but I'd never ventured to like rock or R&B and everything. And anytime I did, I would really be so self-conscious of singing that I would be like the worst singer ever. You remember the first joints and stuff. These fools really helped me develop my voice a lot because I used to just be so anxious and not know how to sing. I did take singing lessons though. My mom got me singing lessons for my birthday one year, which was like the coolest gift ever. I was like, she gave it to me on this this board that was like a collage she had made, and it was like words that were cut out and they were on the thing. It was like, got you you know, singing lessons with this fool in Denver, and I was like, that's so cool. I'm honored the best because she knew I wanted to sing. So I kind of I learned how to sing a little bit there, and then these fools helped me do that. But anyway, when I changed from really doing like only underground rap to experimenting with rock and R&B, is when I changed to SuperLove.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I found it.
That's fine.
That's it right there, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude.
I still have a
Hello
sticker.
Neighbors is so fire. Like this album's fire,
I'm about
bro.
to, yeah, I'm about to.
That
pull
shit
that
is
shit right
fire.
He's about to
For
listen to this
sure.
shit for fucking.
No, yeah, I
That was
definitely.
the first thing I heard to Catch when I moved out here. I was like, yo, this is fire. You got some bangers on here.
I got some
sliders.
mojitos on there, bro. I got some.
And then when we
I got
when
some
we-
Aspect One on there.
That's tight. That's
yeah,
tough.
mojitos
That's
on there
what
was
I'm
a
saying.
slapper mass prod on that
Shout
bitch.
out the homie Mohit.
Yeah, shout out,
It was-
shout out prod too, bro.
it was
Big shout out.
boss.
Them boys are bosses,
You
bro.
were not
Mojitos
messing around, bro.
nuts.
Like
Nah,
you
not at
had your
all.
shit on point.
Yeah, I had FL on that bitch too. FL was on there.
Shout out FL. That's like the first dude I linked with when
That was-
actually
I
the
just-
first dude I linked with when I got out here is FL.
For real.
Yeah, I
That's
reached out
good
to
people.
FL,
I'm killing
yeah.
it right
You're
there,
sick.
bro.
I know, bro. I know. You know how many times I've seen this video?
Yeah, I started from the beginning, so he's probably seen it a
Hey, I
billion
wish you
times.
still had that flannel. I had to borrow it from you.
I was about to pop out that bitch, bro. That's like a small.
That's
That's a diamond.
You know what's crazy
okay.
though, real
diamond.
quick,
I
dog?
remember that.
Is what's crazy is like I said, we never really made too much music together, but I got a million fucking videos of you freestyling and everything, and it's
He was
just
on
like
the
it's
scene.
weird how I never like kind of, you know what I mean, why you weren't on more music, because like I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
I probably at least got 20 videos of you
for
on
real.
here.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You just chilling,
That boy busy on
smoking,
the
We
scene.
made
freestyle.
stuff that just never came out, I guess.
Huh?
We made some stuff though, for sure.
Oh man, if we released all the stuff we had, it'd be
I remember you
Crazy.
being a hella OG. I was hella excited to meet you.
telling you, man.
JoeThu. I was like, what's
This
up?
is when I had
coming
a
up?
studio
I was
at
like,
the
man,
crib
this
and everything
feels
too. We
crazy.
were just recording like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
whenever, dog. Like we just smoked weed. We had
And
lazy
you knew
Sundays.
everybody too, and it was tight. I was like, this fool's tight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I gotta work with this
You gonna
guy.
have to
Let's
do-
get
you gonna
it.
have
Let's
to-
go. I want to work with all these
That's
fools.
before
JoeThu.
emails. That's
Let's
before
get
everybody
it.
had everything.
It was like
saved in the
Facebook or
email. That's
MySpace,
it.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was gonna tell you, that's how I kind of met Fo. Like I literally hit him up on like MySpace, like, "Hey, homie,
Really?
I got this fucking
Yeah.
mixtape I'm doing. I want to get you on it.
Crazy.
You want to fucking come?" And he fucking rolled up. I remember that fool was in Capitol Hill.
Yeah,
And like he would go down the block 'cause it's hard to find parking. And instead of going around the block, he had this big ass car, and he would like try to turn it around in that small ass shit. It's taking forever.
Shit.
But he got in the stoop, and this is what's funny too is I remember him and the homie Wheezy 730. they're like arguing in the studio about like who knew the most about weed and who had the best weed. And this is way before medical, bro, way before anything.
Before all
This
that
fool
shit.
Wheezy pulled out this laminated motherfucker that said he had the right to grow, and he was growing with these bikers and shit. But like, foes like, you know, foes Mr. Weed, right? But this fool just came out. He's from Greeley. And kind of like showed him what was up with the certificate, and he had some bomb ass shit. And they made some fucking dope music. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
from there, it just kind of like you said, that was like probably the first album, second album, and shit, we wasn't fucking around, trying to get it.
Yeah.
What year was this? What was
2006, 2005.
2006? Shit. Yeah, you.
I was b-boying and writing graffiti at that time. Skate park in it.
I came out here in 07 though, so that was his 05 or 06. I think I came out here in 07.
I was still doing the same shit.
That's crazy.
I'm still doing the same shit. Nah, I ain't b-boying no more, bro. My body got that hurt.
Oh man.
I mean, I can still do
We
some
need to
shit,
get the
but-
old school b-boy. We need to get you and Tusk and
this fool
fucking
go
Swag
crazy
and
b-boying.
Voice. We need to get the old
Voice
school.
is
You was cold. You was
hilarious.
cold with it.
We need to do a
I used to-
podcast with that, like the old, like
I
y'all
used to be
fools used to
decent.
b-boy.
He said,
I
you,
Did
you got some
Did you
video?
I
win
can compete.
or do something crazy like dancing, doing something? You showed me something.
He's on
cool.
Dancing with the Stars,
Something really
fool.
cool.
He said he was on Dancing with
Yeah,
the
he's on Dance with
Stars.
the Stars.
Bro, you got me starstruck.
Oh, shit.
You got me,
I
you
know I
got me
recognize
starstruck,
him.
brother.
I know I recognize him.
Elvis, the Mexican Elvis.
Elvis.
That's hilarious. I've definitely
Fire.
been called that a few times.
Elvis.
Elvis Freshlee, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, talk about your time like after
Changing to
Black
SuperLove.
Hearts. Black Hearts.
Yeah, that's pretty much
you
when I
went,
changed to
you
SuperLove.
kind of went and
kinda.
done a lot of stuff like outside the state, right?
Oh yeah. I went on some tours out in Europe and stuff.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Like how many cities?
I went on 3 different European tours and saw a lot of Europe.
That's wild.
I did one all France tour, so I saw a lot of France, and then the other ones were like I went to like Czech Republic and Germany and.
Was it cool or was it the struggle? Were you sleeping on couches or did you have a hotel? Were you eating good?
Honestly,
You
it was like a mixture, but it was like definitely the coolest thing ever. Like everywhere we went had a place to stay, but some places like when we were in France were places that didn't have heat, and it was like almost winter feeling. It was kind of cold, but it was all right place to stay. It was kind of like this, but with no heat in the.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like
kind of when we first walked in, this motherfucker, it was cold. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
that was like getting weed out
that was
there. I
like
bet
the
that was
struggle.
tough.
Time.
Every other time, I'd always have a place to stay. I got the most hammered I've ever been in Finland. I'm so hammered. I have a picture of me in a tree. Like I climbed a tree at like 8 in the morning. I was hammered. Like literally the most drunk I've ever been in my life. I remember I have all kinds of videos of me climbing this tree at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. I was on one, but it was the best time of my life, bro. We had a slam dunk competition. There was a hoop. My homie Jag, shout out Jag, shout out Como.
Sounds like you be hanging out with Nice and shit in Miami.
One of them adjustable rims.
No, yeah, well, it was a lower one. This is in Finland, bro.
Yeah.
This is in Finland.
In Finland.
Yeah, I swear
got
to God,
you, I
it's
got you.
hammered
Yeah, they
in
got lower
Helsinki.
rims in
I
Finland.
think you called me that night.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I think you FaceTimed me.
I
that
definitely
night.
did. I
was
think I
like,
got-
you're like, I'm doing some sketchy shit right now. I was like, it kind of looks like it. I was
Bro,
like,
it's nuts for sure,
It was a
doctor.
wild story.
It's nuts. There's definitely some fun shit to get into there for sure. It was really cool anyway, and yeah, I got like an hour of sleep on the plane, kind of, even though I was still hammered. I had to go somewhere else. I think we went to the Czech Republic the next day or something like that.
Yeah.
I was just
I was
hammered,
moving
bro.
and
Just
shaking.
drunk. Got
Walking
drunk
to the
again.
airport.
So
Well, and everything's real close together there.
it was
It's
fun though.
not
I was
like-
good drunk. I was like, this is the best time ever.
It's not like the
Yeah,
United
yeah.
States traveling through places, countries.
Right.
It's like all tight together. everything.
Yeah, and it's weird because they're different countries, and it's like smaller than states. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it's like,
yeah.
brrr, especially depending on which direction you're going, and
Whole
what state you're
different
talking
country.
about. But you know,
It's like if the East Coast, just the East Coast was
Right.
different countries.
United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly. Yeah.
You gotta go through
Different.
customs at every border, huh?
right,
Yeah.
some
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that, kind of. Yeah, you have your passport, you're just moving and shaking, but it's Europe, so they're like cool.
They're just like, all right,
American
fuck outta
boy
here.
Right.
in Europe. They're like, all right, brother bear, long way from home, aren't you? You know, you're like, yeah, brother, let's get it. We were drinking absinthe in fucking in Czech Republic in Prague. We were drinking absinthe. That shit was real absinthe too.
Holy
it was
shit.
fire,
The real
bro.
deal.
Yeah,
Tripping out.
yeah.
Is it how it make you feel?
Oh, I don't know, man. It was like I was just already on so much vibe, and I killed the show that night. I was like
Went off.
near the end of Cash Long's beginning of
I
SuperLove days.
remember that. I
you know what
remember
mean?
the. I remember the
Just
whole
going hard, bro.
The wave.
Yeah, it just going hard. But yeah, anyway, it was so much fun. There was cool ass shit. everywhere.
How was the weed out there? Was it hard
Honestly,
to get?
it's different because you would get hash and mix it with tobacco, so it'd be like smoking a
cigarette with
A my coat spliff.
There you go. Yes, thank you. So smoking spliffoids with hash most of the time, and some people have like grass on them. You know, it's when you get to places like Amsterdam, you're like, thank God I could smoke some fire weed. But then you go in there and it's like $80 for some shit. And you're like, this is lame. Like, I mean, when you're on
nothing beats
tour,
Colorado. Like for real.
But for real, bro, like they have some fire herb there. So like when you're hopping up in Amsterdam, you're like, I'm gonna smoke some herb. You could go into places, buy herb. It's fire herb. It's cool.
I gotta get out there, man.
Oh, you'll be there.
Hey,
Jelly Bear.
Real soon. I know you big sicko. Yeah.
Hey, does Colorado have the best weed, or who has the best weed, bro?
California.
Okay.
He said California.
But it does for sure, bro. I don't know. I feel like California has the best weed, bro. 100%. Like if you're on, for me, OG weed is the best weed.
You know
the
what,
way that it crumbles down and smokes is better than dry weed, which is mostly. I mean, you can get your fair share. I'm just saying the majority of fire weed is
in Denver. A lot of weed in Denver do be dry.
It's
But
fire.
it's not like they can.
I'm not trying to diss on Colorado
But I
weed. I
feel-
swear.
I feel-
Like
I feel
I'm not
you.
gonna. I'm definitely not dissing on Colorado weed. Colorado weed is flames, bro.
Flames.
And you can get really great shit that's just as good as that shit. I'll just say OG
Right. No, I get
from
you.
California
I get you.
with that
The
fresh.
Cali.
I don't know what it is, but
my
when you
shit-
hit it, sometimes you can feel it.
Yeah.
When you hit it, you like this is gas
feel it.
from Cali. Like
I dig it.
My shit back in the day was like some real sour diesel, fool. You know what I mean?
That's-
Like that shit don't exist no more.
That's my dog's favorite shit right there.
You know what I mean?
That's sour D.
yeah, I
That,
love
when the
sour
medical first came and like these dispensaries had that like real shit, like you know what I mean, all their bud was on point. Like that, I believe that's the only kind of time it was good. And after that, like they're not gonna wait the extra month or whatever to grow that shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Plain
Like,
and
you can
simple.
find some shit. This llama is retarded
This
gas,
llama-
bro.
that llama is-
It
It's
is.
stupid slapping, bro. I
Shit
smoke
big
that shit
slaps.
and be high as balls,
I
bro.
was
And
just-
it's just fire.
We
It's got a
smoking
good
on it right now.
selection.
Yeah.
It's the organic soil bud, right?
Yep.
Yeah, organic
Organic
soil
soil
bud.
bud.
And that shit, yeah, bro.
It's that pressure.
We smoking this stuff with you all the time.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
They
we be
pull
busting
up.
up that llama on the
I
reg,
be
bruh.
smoking on big llama packs.
Yo,
Hey, you remember the
Big
first time you
llama
smoked weed?
packs.
yeah, I do. I
Don't
mean,
roll
I
up
smoked
that
when I was
big,
really
man.
little with my uncles, like
Elvis over here
really
rolling
little.
up fingers.
That's the first time I remember is hanging out. I was just a little guy, smoked some weed.
Did you get high or what?
Yeah.
First time, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I remember that. Yeah, I was little. I didn't like continue to smoke from there. Like when I first smoked though, like when I wanted to smoke, man, I honestly don't remember.
I was hooked.
Yeah,
That first time for me was like a
That
different
first time had me, I was like, this
Oh,
shit is
really?
fun. 7th grade?
Oh, right.
Like summer of 7th grade.
And then that was it.
That was it. I was hooked. I was smoking weed with this
You-
fool, with this fool ever since. It's like 7th grade. Me and Scotty been smoking big weed. Ever since.
Was it Reggie or was it Chronic?
Yeah, it was Reggie, boy. We was
24/7.
y'all in Austin,
Hell
right?
yeah,
Y'all in
it was
Austin,
Reggie.
or
we
what?
was in Austin smoking brick
Hell
weed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Austin,
Reggie.
Austin still got brick weed.
You get the corner of it, you know what I mean? It
Austin
had,
still
like, the
has brick
fold.
weed.
Yeah.
Does it?
I try to
You get some-
yeah,
you get
Texas
some
has
Reggie?
brick weed, but believe me, they do. Like Chronic's there, but it's like not.
Sometimes maybe.
I mean, I smoked some brick weed in Mexico a couple months ago.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
that there for sure.
They were like, I brought some good weed with me, and they were like, what the fuck is this? This is what we smoke. And I was like, I'll trade you.
In Belize,
So I
I
gave
had some
some,
pretty decent weed. It was
yeah.
like some good swag before they pressed it.
Yeah,
You know, it was
exactly.
alright.
It's crazy, man. The weed it be in different countries is different, man.
It's a trip.
It's a trip for real.
Hey, real quick, what was the first time though? What happened? How did it happen? How
Oh,
did it go
man.
down? How did it go
was
down?
summer school after 7th grade.
You said summer school.
Yeah. Hey, you know, we was some little badass kids already, so we was
We've been hearing that a lot lately
yeah, it
from
was
people.
summer school of coming out of 7th grade, and I was just with some little badass kids, and they had some, I had smoked weed before that, but I didn't get high, right? So I didn't think nothing
Yeah.
of it. Like I just kind of fake smoked some weed, but like the first time I got high was like we got off the bus, and I remember we rolled this shit up. We scraped all the foil off a gum wrapper, and rolled like a joint up in the paper.
Oh
from
my
a
god, that's a
wrap.
good one right there.
And we were like at the elementary school playground, and we lit that shit up and smoked a joint. And it was like summer, right? So it was hot as fuck outside. And I remember walking down the street. We were going to the park because they had a snow cone truck over there. So we was going to get snow cones. And I remember walking to the park and just like closing my eyes as I'm walking down the street and like damn near hallucinating. And I was thinking to myself like, this is the dopest shit I've ever done in my life. I love this shit. This is what I've been missing my entire 12 years of life.
So it was like some half-baked shit, right? You're just a kid in the store.
So I get to the snow cone spot, and it's the best fucking thing I've ever tasted in my life. Like I don't think I've ever had a snow cone or
not a better snow cone
in my life.
in existence.
Like I'll never forget. It's like Tiger Blood or whatever it was. Whatever they call that shit.
Oh,
And it was hot.
I want one
and I
right
was
now,
high.
bro. So
And I
bad.
was like, damn, this is my new life now. And I was.
This is my new life.
Yep, that's where it all
Yeah.
Did
started.
everything from then on. It
This
was
is the
everything
best
you could
thing I've
had
ever
to do.
tasted in my life.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
It went downhill pretty quickly.
Yeah,
at a young
actually,
age.
can I get more food that tastes this good, please? I'm just gonna get
Yeah.
high as hell. This
Because
is
then
the
food
best
didn't
thing
taste the
I've ever
same, so that was my excuse. I was like, well, I know how to make food.
This is about to be
I
fire
just
if I
learned how to
smoke.
make food taste better, and I won't go into details, but yeah, it escalated pretty quickly. You know what I mean?
You remember the first time you rolled a blunt?
Yeah, and it was damn, I could tell you some crazy stories about the first time rolling some shit. First time, let me just skip to the crazy one. The first time I ever rolled a backwood was for Tone Loc. Like straight up, no cap. We had a
Tone Loc.
Who was it again?
A Tone Loc. So Tone Loc asked me if I knew how to roll a backwood, and I just said yeah. And so he gave me the backwood, and I split it like a swisher. He was like, nah, kid. I was like, yeah, I do it like this. And so we had to do it. And so then I rolled up a backwood. There's a picture of it on MySpace. We could pull it up.
That's hard.
But
Oh, shit.
yeah, this was like
Nice.
so this UT fraternity had booked us for a show at the fraternity. It's like during Roundup week. It's like when shit gets crazy. Anyway,
That shit gets weird.
Goes
so they
down.
booked us and Tone Loc, and so we did the show. And man, before this shit hilarious. So before Tone got there, we like raided the green room and drank all his like. Hennessy
Oh,
and everybody.
shit.
When he got there, he was mad cool. He wasn't even tripping because like, it was what it was. He was just there for the show. So we're backstage and chilling with Tone Loc. I think I was probably on some drugs. I was definitely on some drugs. And Tone just walked up to me. Does anybody know how to roll backwood? I was like, I'll do it. And yeah, the rest is history.
Split
Just
it
sat
down.
there and smoked that motherfucker with him. Just sat in the corner in the cut. Chris might have even been there. Was you there? Chris was there. That's right.
Shout out Chris.
Chris
bro.
might have even been there. That's a crazy. Yeah. I was like, this the funky Comedina himself smoking a backwood. And this was before anybody was smoking backwood.
Comedina.
Right.
Nobody was smoking
Especially not
backwood.
For real.
backwards.
So you-
And fun fact, the movie Blank Check was shot in Austin. So you know what I mean? He's
Oh,
sitting there
sick.
telling me about Blank Check and shit. And
He's
we
in that
smoking
movie, right?
He's in the movie.
Yeah, I remember that. The
He's
Disney movie,
"Oh,
right?
man, Austin, man, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah, yeah,
I was
I know
smoking
what
a
you're talking about,
backwood.
yeah.
The first back before anybody was
Mr.
smoking
McIntosh,
backwood.
bro.
For real.
With Tone Loc, the shit was crazy.
It's hard.
But yeah,
So
that's,
Tone Loc might be the OG of smoking the backwoods.
man, for me anyway.
Yeah,
for real.
He goes
That's
back,
the-
bro.
That
You know
was
what I
before
mean?
Damn.
nobody even knew what the fuck a backwood
For
was.
real, for
then,
real.
You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
like MySpace time, so
He's like, man, I've been smoking
nobody's on their
backwards.
way.
I want to
That's
say,
a
like, when
crazy
we
story.
first started smoking, it was like Philly
Yeah.
Titans and maybe some Garcia Vegas.
What year was that? Come on, man. Didn't your car get towed that night or something? I fucking remember that shit. That shit was crazy.
It keeps going deeper, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's just-
That was a wild night.
Where was
Oh.
that at? In Austin?
Yeah, in Austin on the West Campus at the fraternity house.
Oh, okay, that's
You know
good.
what?
That shit was wild.
You remember?
I seen some wild shit in that house go down. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, fraternity parties be getting crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Some wild times at UT campus, for
I
sure.
remember we were leaving South by Southwest one time, and you were stopping to say bye to some homies. You jumped on there like, what is that? The Segway thing? Is that what it's called? A Segway, but not with the handlebars. What's the?
Oh, you talking about like the little bike thing?
You remember that?
Yeah,
You like hurt your toe. You remember that?
Oh.
hoverboard little joint
shout
things.
out Ron, man. Yeah, them little hoverboard. I had never got on one. We was fucked up.
I have a video on my phone.
That's
of
not
me
the time to try
falling.
it.
Nah, we was definitely. I think we
like
all
the funniest
we
shit
had a
ever.
lot of drugs in us at the time, and my boy's like, he popped his trunk and he's like, I got this, and I was like, let me get on there, motherfucker.
It's like 11:30 p.m. He's a little sauced.
I'm more than a little sauce at this point, and
He's like, check this out, boys.
yeah, it's just a
No,
bad
no,
idea.
right.
Shout out Ron. They know Ron, my boy Ron. Yeah, I fucked my toe up pretty good that night. I busted ass. I felt
I
like
caught it
I don't
on
know how
camera,
I
too,
even
which
felt.
was hilarious.
When I landed, I was like half my body was twisted one way and the other was the other way. It was like the most awkward landing ever. I remember that, and I fucked my toe up, but I was like on my back.
How long did you make it? Were you like,
Yeah, I
you
have
make
it.
No, I
it?
made it.
have
I
it on
didn't make it
camera.
anywhere.
You like, you know what I mean?
Somewhere
Was it like
along.
10
Like,
as
I
soon as you
don't
got
know.
on the
Yeah.
bitch?
And it was so funny
Pow.
because he's
Threw me
like,
down.
check this out, and
I
like
was
he's
done.
swagging, and then just
It was bad.
like he goes like skidoo.
I didn't get it.
Bro, like this, like if this was the
it
thing,
threw me, bro.
it's like he goes, dude, like I mean, like
Completely twisted.
yeah, he goes
You
like
seen that
this.
shit
Like
play by
like
play.
Mike Tyson did.
It was bop it, twisted, pull it, all that shit. It was like that for real. It was bad.
It's like Mike Tyson did on one of them
But
shits. Did you see that?
Yeah, I got
That's the
the
one.
thunder punch for real.
Oh man.
They got my ass. South by was crazy.
Yeah, we-
Y'all been there probably a couple times. Or that's
Oh
in
yeah,
your...
I've done South by 10. I've been an official South by artist for
it's
10
Fetty Wap
years.
season.
Fetty Wap season.
It's
yeah.
Fetty Wap season, my
I'm
friend.
not joking. It's Fetty Wap season. You know,
Fetty Wap.
South by. We done ACL.
It's Fetty Wap season.
Done ACL. We done all the festivals, man. Lots of festivals. But South by is the home. That's the home turf. You know what I mean? It's like a reunion every time we go to South by.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, it's so much fun every time we're down there. There's like shows in every little
pocket.
bar. Like,
That's
anywhere.
wild.
Everything you could think of.
You
Have
been
y'all
to
been
South by?
before?
I've never been, bro. It's
Dude,
one of my things I want
oh,
to do. Can you
man.
believe that?
Come
I love
on,
music,
man.
everything. I've never
Never
been
been.
there.
Bro, it's
Well, I mean, the
nuts.
pandemic fucked shit up for a couple years, so
Yeah.
you
True
probably
that.
would have went.
But like I said, I got, like I said, like 6 or 7 homies down there, and I haven't even made it down there to go
I'm
fuck with
telling you,
them.
somebody told me to fuck with you from down there.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly who it is. I figured out, but I think
We know what your
I
graffiti
think I already
writers.
follow you. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure I already follow you on the gram. So
We feel all the homies are down there, like Works and Forms and Sire, and you know
Yeah.
at EK.
Austin's a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
That's home.
I got a bunch of crewmates
They
down
be
there.
down there in
too.
San Antonio. They putting work.
San Antonio's where it's at. Yeah,
You a Spurs fan or what?
I'm a Blazer fan.
We got
I'm
a
from
kind of a
Oregon.
Spurs guy in the house right now. We're got a little bit. A
Oh,
little Spurs guy.
well,
Little born 88, a little Spursy.
And look, a little Spurs.
We were talking about that. They were like, "You guys are so loyal," and I'm like, "Well, you guys are like kind of small, so why wouldn't you be loyal? It'd be like here, Colorado Springs having a fucking major league team
Yeah,
that won
facts.
champions. You fucking.
I think San Antonio's a little bigger than Springs. It's like
Is it?
San Antonio's more like
is it half of Denver, the inside of Denver.
it's a city for sure. But it's just spread out, so it's a lot bigger than like what you would think. Because when you think of it, you
I
think.
feel like San Antonio's probably a big city. Like, it's
Well, I feel like a
probably
lot
not
of
that
people
much
think
smaller
Texas is like
than-
tumbleweed and fucking
No,
I
yeah.
think,
San
I
Francisco and shit.
I bet it's
in their
close to
head.
Denver in population. Honestly, it's probably like I don't know. What do you think?
You think?
Just as
Nah.
expensive. Oh, no,
Is it?
yeah.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
San Antonio's
It's
actually
a
pretty
city.
cheap.
It's pretty-
San Antonio's pretty cheap. Austin's
Really?
expensive. Yeah, San Antonio's got pretty good
Austin's where it's
real estate and everything.
pricey.
Austin's up there.
Yeah, that's what I was
Dallas is up there.
One
Houston's
point.
pretty cheap actually. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, you can go to Houston for it.
San Antonio,
Especially like the
huh?
suburbs out there and shit. You can get a nice house for pretty low down there. But then you're in Houston, you know. So there ain't nothing wrong with Houston. It's just like it's hot, it's humid down there.
It's
about
Houston.
So it's
Yeah.
1.4 to 2.8. So it's about the half the size.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's tiny, bro. I mean, Denver's grown. You know what I mean? We're not that bad, and it's getting. You know.
I like Denver because the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Denver's
I
definitely a
love
big
it.
city.
Today it was cold, but it was nice. I liked it. I'm
We're
like,
getting bigger, grown, I should say. Not
The winter sucks, bro.
yeah, if it could stay like this, I mean, it's all right for a little bit.
Yeah,
like it for
I
a
mean, it
little.
hasn't been too bad.
Real quick, it's all right. But like,
It's all right.
but like, it ain't never quick enough. Like even though it
Oh
don't
no,
snow,
last year was different.
yeah, it didn't snow till the end.
Yeah, then it
Then it
hit.
got hard. Yeah.
But see, by that time I was working at home. Like, if I just plan
Yeah,
ahead,
but-
like it's gonna snow, I go get food and weed.
You know what I
and I'm
really
kicking
hate?
at his
It gets
crib.
dark
Yeah.
at 4:30.
Yeah, I think they're trying to change that.
Oh, man, fuck yeah! They come on. They already should have been.
I think they're
though,
like
man.
canceling that shit in certain areas and shit. Like
Not
no
here,
more.
I guarantee you.
Isn't like Arizona like that? There's no daylight.
Yeah, there's
savings
places.
time.
There's places that don't do
They
it.
are gonna cancel it, I think.
Yeah,
They're talking about
I think
for
that's
here,
real.
I think for real. I think so.
that's what I heard.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
believe
pretty
it when
sure-
I see it.
I'll show you. I was doubting it the other day. I think someone told me about it. I was like, what?
That's gonna be cool. Maybe it might fucking suck. Who knows? You know what I mean? We might get stuck on the bad end of it. It's just dark all the time.
Hey, where do you get like most of your love from, like as far as the music?
Me, man,
Completely in America.
probably Texas for me.
So, US
Texas,
Senate.
Oregon, here.
Where your
but,
main?
you know,
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
get some New York
And I don't
love
know
now
if
that I'm
it's
fucking with
facts. Like, I
Conway,
just
so a
think
lot
it
of
is.
Buffalo
I'm pretty
love.
sure it is.
I mean, I got people everywhere.
Weird, huh? I mean, that's
But I
cool,
think
though.
the majority's probably coming from Texas. You know what I mean? That's where I put my roots down anyway.
How'd
I
you
just been out here laying low, man.
how'd you say you got beats at Conway, or how did that happen?
So yeah, my old people from back in the day when I used to have like a situation with a management team in Houston and stuff. I just kept cool with everybody from that, and then later on, somebody I had met from down there, my boy E, hit me and was like, "Yo, you got any DJs in Denver?" And I had just started kind of like DJing at the crib. I got like a setup and shit. I was like, "Yeah, I DJ in Denver. What's up?" And he was like, "Can you DJ for Griselda?" And I never heard of Griselda at the time, so I was like, I mean, yeah, does it pay? Cool, I'm down. They're like, yeah, it's the Freddie Gibbs tour. I'll patch you in with Chad or whatever. So Chad hit me. Chad's like my dog now. Chad's Con's like day-to-day dude. And he's like, yo, it's actually just Conway. Nobody else is going to be there. He doesn't have nobody there to pick him up and nothing. Can you DJ? And I was like, yeah. So he's like, I'll send you the shit. So they sent me the tracks. I get to, what the fuck was it? Cervantes. I'm chilling with Gibbs and like Cousin Stiz and everybody in the green room just kind of waiting for Con to pop up. And Con ain't never show up, right? So then like the stage manager's like, yo, it's time to go on. I was like, shit, I don't know where bro is, you know what I mean? They're like, well, go get set up. So I get on stage, set up. I still ain't see bro. Then the stage manager's like, yo, it's time to run it. So I played a couple tracks that they gave me to play beforehand, and then this motherfucker just pop out the corner like on cue, like it was all good. I was like, shit, please don't fuck this up. You know what I mean? So I ended up DJing for bro, and then after that, like I was like, all right, cool, maybe I'll chop it up. He just hopped off stage and took off, and I was like, shit, I ain't even get it. Say what else? So I packed my shit up, and I go up to the upstairs green room. It's Cervantes and shit, and bro's just in there by himself. He's like, so what we doing tonight, bro? And I was like, shit, what you mean what we doing? He's like, let's go do some shit. Let's go turn up. And so, shit, ever since then, we just been cool. And every time he come through the city, he hit me up. And then this last time, they were at Mission. I got cool. I've been on tour with Benny the Butcher a couple times and done shows with Con and shit. So, like, we built a relationship. I done a lot of videography for him, DJ, And then this last time, Con was just like, yo, come to the studio. So went through the studio, then we went out and turned up. Long story short, you heard some records finally. Like I was kicking them for like 3 years before I played them. It's like any of my shit, just keeping it cool. You know what I mean? Playing my role. So then I finally played him some shit. He's like, yo, you nice. So then we started working on records together, just on love, on strength, and been down ever since. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
You're fire, bro.
It's crazy, yeah.
Kind of crazy how shit works sometimes, huh?
Nah, it's wild, bro. Like, just stay down, keep your head in it, keep grinding, and shit starts going your way for sure.
Fire. Yeah.
This fool knows. He was going hard when I was kind of slacking on things. I was loving watching, seeing what he was
You were
doing.
helping me every time.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it comes in waves. Everybody got their pushes, and you
Yeah.
still got some juice in there.
Oh yeah, I got some
You know what I mean?
serum. Got some juice pumping.
Some juice pumping, for sure.
You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
I hear you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You hear me? Hell yeah.
So is that like starting opening up like more doors for you, man? Because I mean,
Yeah, man. So that's
I
like,
definitely want to hear some of your beats, bro.
Yeah, man. So like I got a record deal during the pandemic and shit. So that kept me alive and kept me afloat. And like I said, we did number 8 on the hip hop charts with that, with the first release with them. And
Tell them a little about that.
that Conway shit kind of opened all that up for me. So that kind of like, you know, got me a nice little bag to live on through the pandemic.
Nice.
And just make music. And then now we got some other situations going on with my guys over here. You know what I mean? So
That's the way you do it, bro.
yeah, man, we're building up a nice little empire. We're gonna try to take things over at the beginning of the year for sure. So
Corey got some fire in the tank. Like I'm telling you guys, it's nuts. So
it's fine.
you're gonna like it for sure. He's on some other, completely other shit.
Yeah,
It is
I'll show
amazing.
you.
Like it's good. Yeah, like it's really good.
yeah, I'll show you.
Not completely different, but like it's on
Catch on some of it too, man.
Is it on some Texas shit or what?
Nah, I mean, shit.
Are your
there's-
beats like on?
I mean, there's definitely Southern influence. You can tell, but a lot of it's like it's a very pop album. It's like very mainstream, but then there's also a lot of bars on there. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't.
So it's like, kind of like,
Nice mixture.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hip-hop.
it's a boiling pot of things. You know what I mean? I like to keep it eclectic. I like to keep like the vibes different. I like to keep. I'm not one of those rappers that you're gonna hear the same song 9 times on an album. You know what I mean? It's gonna be different every song almost. But I think I think y'all like it. There's something for everybody on there anyway.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, real
Definitely.
quick, who are some of your influences as far as producers, man?
Producers?
Yeah.
Man, I've always been like a huge Pharrell fan. Like Pharrell's always been one of my favorite, like, just like overall
Yeah, I've always
artist,
fucked with them for
producer.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, obviously like
Neptunes, all that shit.
Kanye, Jay Dilla, like, you know what I mean? Those are, as far as production, I love boom bap. Like that's why I fucked with Catch's shit so tough when I first met him. Cause
We were rapping.
You got the
rapping.
bars.
When we first
Yeah,
got together,
yeah.
we were like, "All right, bet you spit. Oh, all right,
Yeah,
bet. Like, that's
yeah.
fire."
So we
I did
was-
not
we were-
expect that. I was
we were-
like, "He's really good," and I was like,
Yeah,
"This is
so
awesome. Like,
it worked.
we can rap well together. Like,
Yeah.
really good. And make some fire ass tracks."
and we made a bunch of records. We probably got like 40 records together.
How many y'all put out?
Probably more, honestly.
We really haven't put out. We
I
got
need-
like Deuce and the
A lot of-
Champagnes out.
Yeah.
We got the joint with Saab.
You need to get an
RIP.
album out
Yeah.
or a project.
I mean, we can do that.
Put
Yeah.
it together.
We
You got
can do
10,
that,
20
yeah.
tracks.
He's pretty busy right now.
Yeah, I got
We're
a
doing
lot of
other
shit.
stuff though. Like I said, he's doing a video
Yeah,
right now. Working on a
I
video.
just
that
shot a video
Born
for Cat.
88 produced the track. for.
SuperLove, excuse me. Just shot a video for Soup,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be dope. Born 88 produced it. Scotty.
Yeah. So we're still doing stuff together and
Yeah.
always working. And
That's my
chilling.
brother for life. So
Yeah.
anything,
Brother for life, for sure, for sure.
anything I can do to help him keep going with this, I'm here for it, and
Yeah.
vice versa. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
all day,
So,
man. You know what I'm saying? We going in there.
Hell yeah.
crack out them crickets. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
the green, real thing.
You
Get 'em
know, you
going.
feel me? Big doctor stuff. Yes, sir.
Yeah, all day.
Hey, y'all want to drop like your IGs or you know what I mean? So in case they want to get a hold of you, maybe get some beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kendrick's
you can look it up by just typing it in like you would on any streaming. It's KNDRX. And it'll be Cory Kendrix when you type that in. So just KNDRX on everything. Check out the albums. You can check out the singles we about to roll out.
Yeah, I'm Super Loves You. Check out Super Loves You. All just regular spelling, one word. And we'll be
Yeah.
dropping that video soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
Cory Kendrix, probably, I believe. Or it might be Kendrix Visuals. Yeah. We got to update the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got to.
Gotcha.
We got to get the YouTube
Coming
popping. I'm
soon.
trying to get like you guys. You know what I mean?
We're still slacking too.
We're trying to get on that too, man. It's a tough thing to stay up on everything.
We got up them numbers. We get there though.
Yeah.
Yep,
Need a
just keep
team.
grinding. That's what y'all
Need a team.
doing, and you know what I mean. You
You
definitely
know.
making the right moves, bro.
Yeah.
You touch down, and you're already getting shows and making moves, and you know.
That's to, bro. That's the only way to get it, man.
Hey, as far as the old stuff, they look that shit up as Catch Lungs or what?
Yeah.
Because
That's all my
y'all
old-
probably don't even know about that shit. Y'all probably be put on to some shit.
Man, I know, and I didn't even know. I
Right.
didn't know it was up like that. I was like, I'm pumped because
I know I have the fucking mixtape. Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, oh, I didn't see that
Yeah,
shit.
Super Love, yeah. Because
But
when
yeah,
by the
that's
time I
something
met
different, though.
Elvis, which is weird, we didn't meet before that somehow.
Right, that's how. Yeah,
Like, what?
I know.
Like, how?
Yeah,
We just happened to stay away from each other in Denver that whole time. Like, I never seen you
managed
once,
to-
bro.
I
Like,
know,
how did that
that's
even
crazy.
happen?
I don't know. That shit's wild.
It's so wild.
We were both just
Super wild.
active too. It's not like we
Yeah,
were
exactly.
at hip hop shows, everything. It's
Yeah. It's weird.
what?
Who were you kicking it with back then?
I mean, I guess it depends on what year you're talking. I was b-boying. I was at the skate park a lot, downtown Denver skate park. I was everywhere, man, in the city. Downtown. I was a downtown kid.
Yeah.
I lived downtown. Everything I did was downtown.
We ever met, bro. I bet you
we maybe we did even like
before. We just smoked way hella weed and we're like, oh, what's up, brand new person?
I was like drunk all the time back when I was, younger and shit. I'm like,
on the bike, right?
Yeah, riding the bikes. We were just like,
you ever crash on 6?
I rode my bike for like 14 years downtown. You know what I mean? Like
I used to ride my bike too. For real.
Fixed
street bike or dirt bike?
I got hit.
Like a fixed gear.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
fine.
I got hit when I was riding my bicycle.
I was into that. I was, man.
Young hipster.
I
I
feel
was a
it.
young hipster.
You should have been in Austin, man. You were born for Austin. What the fuck?
But I can't believe I didn't. I mean, at least we didn't remember anyways.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
But yeah,
we probably did.
But ever since, it's been low. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, man.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. We definitely appreciate y'all coming on by and blessings. This is a dope ass podcast. I would definitely have to do it again,
Appreciate y'all
we
for
can
having
slide
me.
thún sometime for
Hey,
sure.
y'all right down the
bro.
block, shit.
Yeah,
You know what
right
I
around
mean?
the
I know,
corner.
and y'all like to smoke weed, so I
Love
know
it.
you probably smoke a little more weed tonight than you normally do.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't been
But
smoking
shit,
that
you know what I'm
much
saying?
weed.
Yeah. Kind of sometimes it happens when you come on the Smoking JoeThunder podcast,
Yeah,
bro. You
I
kind of
already
smoke.
know.
I honestly, I
told
smoke
them
more
fools
when
we were
I
smoking tonight.
am on the show.
Well, I definitely got
Like, yeah,
high.
we smoke, but like, it's.
This is Scotty's
I
regular.
mean, it's a wonderful
day
thing
right here.
about Colorado. You know,
Oh, for sure.
He
Yeah.
wouldn't be here
There's
if
an
it wasn't
abundance
the
of
going
good
on
weed,
right
so
now.
to say.
Stay high.
Already.
Born 88, so say smoking like a train.
Hey, yeah.
Boy, we smoking blunt every
Chimney.
3.5 seconds.
The boy Chimney, man. But hey, man, appreciate y'all let me pop up with this.
Yeah, for
You
sure,
know
for
what I mean?
sure. Appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Thank you so much, boys. It's always good to see you.
For sure, man.
Pleasure.
Hell
Well, there you
yeah.
have it, man. Your boy Catch Lungs and Super Lover.
Super love.
Super Love. Super Love. I was going to say Super
He's
Love.
like, whatever.
Love.
Okay.
Kendrix.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Boy
thank you
JoeThunder,
guys.
Elvis.
Peace.
We are out of here.
Peace.